17 years ago, two dwarven sisters named Targa and Delilah Smithsong opened a scrap yard for reclaiming and reusing bits of broken machinery. The yard was successful for 5 years until disease took one of them. Grief destroyed the other sister, who wandered off into the manor wastes, never to be seen again. Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Pathfinder 2nd Edition's Outlaws of AlkenStar, the adventure. 3 books. We are barely getting into book 1. This is the All Guns No Glory podcast. Gentlemen, at the sight of 2 destroyed hunting dogs, your spirits are lifted because there is some interesting and reputable looking table workbenches of junk constructed from sacked and stacked crates, sheets of metal, all line the southern corner of this area, creating a makeshift workshop of sorts. Each table is cluttered with tools, screws, machine parts, alchemical flasks, and various projects, all in different stages of construction. One path through the junk leads away to the north, and another to the west from which you came. What do you do?
My eyes do that like cat looking at a Christmas tree thing, and I bound on over to the table to just kind of start examining literally everything there.
Okay. Charwin, I believe just before you caught us just before we went on here, you had offered some healing to the party.
Yeah, if somebody wants some healing.
So keeping your rolls, what'd you get there?
So I got a 20, a 26, and a 10. So
okay.
With the 2d8, I got an 11 and a 12. So I would assume we'd go with the 2 most wounded minus Haill.
Okay. So Tuck Fume and Atticus seems busy, so I'll have you heal yourself for starters. We'll get back to him. 10 minutes to check him over. An hour before you can go again, so that's going to keep Charwin busy. Tuck, what are you up to after the battle commenced?
These are marvelously constructed units. I wonder whose hands crafted these. Bree would definitely reward such a being.
You think you'd be rewarded for destroying some of Bree's creatures? Your own deity.
I'm talking about the person who created them would be rude.
Is it sacrilege in your religion to destroy automatons? Constructs?
I mean, ashes to ashes, rust to rust, right?
I guess.
All's fair when you're in combat.
I think you should consult your holy manual, not a Bible. I'm pretty sure Bree just had a manual.
Bry. And it's probably mostly diagrams and in 4 or 5 languages, but each it's the same book, multiple layers, multiple times, just a different language each time.
Oh yeah, totally. That's impressive. Your next character is going to be a cleric just to back up the champion here. One by one of us. Meanwhile,
talk to the machine.
Yes. Meanwhile, in the back, we have an oracle and a skeletal bard. What are you two doing back there?
I think it's kind of watching.
Yeah, I'm staring off into space at the moment.
Just kind of checking out what's going on, watching these guys saying, guys, man, we're really doing really well here. We fought a whole bunch of stuff, and all you guys keep killing them. I think I've met the right people to take me out of this scrapyard.
Try any reason why you're doing this? Hi, my microphone is not there. Look into the mic.
I'm not sure. I just
bring your mic. Swing your mic around. If that's the monitor you want, buddy, then swing your mic around. There you go.
I'm forced to have when I'm talking. I turn and look at the wall for some reason. I don't know why.
Well,
I get out of that.
You're all up in your head with your character. I totally get it, but I just thought it was funny because like you just like 60 degrees right off the mic. Hi, I'm over here.
Whoops, my mistake. I look over this way from now on.
There you go. That works. A clash as a metal panel suddenly comes flying off the end of a crate underneath the table, and a small female goblin emerges, kind of looking like the female gremlin from the first or second movie, or perhaps Yaddle with that 1970s bingo lady lipstick on. She comes out wide-eyed, looking at you guys. Does not look like you're threatening her at the moment. So she comes over and just jumps right into the middle of you guys. Thank you so much for saving me. My inventions worked a little too well. Silly me. I've been that's not a huge belch. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been surviving on pickled worms and rats for like the last couple of days. After I turned them on, the kill everything command. I guess I didn't really think that through. And she pulls out like a little notebook and starts flipping through a greasy little notebook and starts like taking notes as she's muttering to herself. But right. Sorry. I think you should be rewarded. Gentlemen, please help yourself to anything you see here. She points at her work tables. And I can craft. I can give you... She offers you a consumable, first level consumable item. But my tools, I don't have my tools at the moment. Do you have a toolkit? And she's willing to trade a toolkit that she can keep. And in exchange, she will, as a reward, craft you guys any first level consumable. Or what's up behind table number 2?
I mean, I kind of need mine in case my gun gets blasted, but I will say I gotta ask, like, you said you made these things?
I repaired them. I mean, I didn't make them from scratch. You guys do notice that, like, they were original hunters that were, patented or whatever, and they've been badly damaged and then repaired with like scrap parts. Came lunging at you, worked fine, were very dangerous, and then you guys put them out of their misery.
Madam, may I just take a moment to say I bow low down to one knee, as she is a goblin and not a medium-sized humanoid. I will take her hand and kiss it and go, I admire an intelligent woman's handiwork.
She blushes a little, but totally gives you the Wayne's World Alice Cooper, look up and give you the hand to kiss. Let me kiss the ring.
And appreciate the offer of the consumable tools.
There's a moment the camera pans in close. She looks into the cat's eyes, he into hers. And then she clears her throat nervously and says, yes, withdrawing her hand, ruining the moment. One set of alchemist tools, one set of artesian tools, a climbing kit, 3 crowbars, a dented lensatic, a compass with cracked glass. That's what it is. 10 doses of oil, a repair kit, a snare kit, 1 set of thieves' tools, gentlemen, with 3 replacement picks is what she has to offer.
I mean, is there any tools either from this offered collection or from our own things that we could, I don't know, part with? I need my repair, my toolkit for my gun in case anything goes wrong.
No, I don't have tools. She doesn't have tools, so.
Oh, okay. So these tools.
Are you asking the class?
I'm asking the team.
Okay. Look around. One's taking a knee, admiring the handiwork work of his goddess. We have a bard and oracle debating life in the sky, and you have Drew, just comes over and finally starts working on you, whether you like it or not. Can I have another roll there, Charwin?
Or
Don't pet the fur in the wrong direction. Don't.
17. You're fine. Good kitty. 14.
Yes, please. Good kitty. That was good, man. Well, that's 30 minutes And we haven't actually hit that point. So when we get to 30 minutes, the hit points will be pretty good, except for Pylo. Pylo, do you have a way of healing yourself?
I do have one potion of unlife in my inventory here, but that is it. And I'd prefer to keep that. Yeah, oil of unlife. I'd prefer to hang on to that until I really am down.
Do you have the soothe spell?
It does not work like that, I don't think. I do have soothe, but I don't know if it. I've been trying to read if it does heal, and it's kind of back and forth, and if it does or not.
I felt like I felt like soothe was like the only one that would work, but I could also be misremembering.
No, it's harm works, I think, or something like that. There's one.
Well, I knew harm does.
Yeah,
but because harm is like negative.
Soothe doesn't, because it has to be a willing living creature, and I'm undead.
Okay,
that's right, willing living creature, and I'm so it does not work. That's right.
Damn fine print.
I know.
It's all about the tags.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice. You are kind of injured. Do you want some help with that, or do you want to wait until later? I can only help a little bit, certain amount of times per day, so to speak. But
are you talking to me? Me?
Yeah.
How can you help me?
The light of the caravan brings about very many aspects to one's life or unlife.
I'm not going to say no if you're offering to kind of help attach these bones a little better. Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, give me a second.
My left rib here is a little loose and just kind of don't want that falling off in battle. That would be kind of painful a little bit.
So I will reach out with a hand, and stardust will start falling from it and start mending together. I will cast harm. What are my 2 casts per day? You will heal D8 plus 8, so 13.
I'm back up to full.
Yeah, you're.
Oh boy! Wow, that rib hasn't fit so good since ever. My goodness. All right, man. I think we're ready to go for another fight again. Who's ready with me?
While he's sprinkling stardust, right? The magic actually like flips the bone completely over and then juts it back into place. He had it backwards for some reason.
Looked fine from my angle. I guess I was all upside down there. Whoops.
You guys have fought hard and true. So I'm going to pull up your sheets here, and we can, while you're talking amongst yourselves, we can divvy up some stuff so I can empty my list here. Who wants the alchemist tools? As if I didn't know.
I mean, if no one else ends up wanting them, I will take them because I'm considering doing some alchemy eventually. I need to make more ammo.
You should be able to take it off the sheet, actually.
I'll do it.
If you guys all pull up your sheets and go to your inventory, you should be able to grab, what you'd like. Artisan's tools. Climbing kit. I mean, if you guys want, I can, off the top of my head, make a couple suggestions. There's 3 crowbars. Give those to your 3 strongest dudes that are going to be prying, right?
I do.
Bag of holding.
I do have quite a bit of bulk there.
The bag of holding actually was given by your benefactor and was held by Atticus, but he tossed it in. Who's holding the bag with all the bodies in it? Who's our porter?
I didn't realize it was originally in my inventory.
I don't think we put it there. But I do need to know who's holding the bag with 2 dead bodies and who is the carrier of the...
Well, I'll probably still carry it because I think I'm the only original team member here at the moment.
Okay, so take it out of the list there and we won't be tempting anyone. Climbing kit. That might be a good one for Took. He's the first to sort of acrobatically jump around. Unless anybody else is really bad at climbing and needs it as a crutch.
I might be. Skills. What would that be? Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics would be climbing.
I'm a -1, so maybe I'll take that climbing kit.
Yeah. Not a bad
I'll
idea.
take
with that.
I'll take one of those crowbars too, just in case.
Yep.
Anyone else with the climbing kit? Is anyone else worse than a -1 for climbing or for athletics?
No, I think I'm
Probably
fine.
not.
guys. No, we're all good. I will pull it over to my inventory then.
Tuck, you want to grab one of those crowbars?
Yeah, sure.
Throw it in your inventory.
I've got decent athletics. I might take that other crowbar.
So the compass helps you sense direction and navigate, provided you're in a location with uniform magnetic fields. Without a compass, you take a -2 penalty to these checks. The lensic compass gives you a +1 item bonus to these checks.
Even
I
though
always
it's
know where
cracked.
I'm going.
Do any kind of, yeah. Well, it doesn't mean the compass doesn't work. It just got to split in the, right? It's like having a cracked watch. Watch still works, just the face of it's marred. Do we have any kind of tracker? Any ranger? Maybe the druid?
My survival.
I mean, if we're going with stereotypes for who gets the gear, I mean, you guys welcome to, take or argue whatever you want. I would suggest splitting up the oil evenly. Everybody gets a little oil. Like 2 each.
I could do that.
Repair kit, probably to the inventor, I would guess.
I have one already on my person.
Oh, okay. Anybody else mess with that kind of stuff?
Isn't Tuke pretty good at engineering lore or repairing or something?
We could put it in the bag of holding. Like I said, if there's leftovers, give it to Atticus, and then he'll put them in the bag of holding.
I do want eventually those artisans tools, but I can't really carry them on my person right now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like if you take them, you could put them in the bag of holding.
That's the plan. Yeah,
including anything that's left over that anybody else doesn't want, right?
Yep.
Pilo, can I offer you a crowbar? You were very curious. You're kind of the guy that pokes fingers in the duct and, first on the scene because you're kind of immortal. So I would, poke it with a crowbar. Might be a good idea.
I've taken a crowbar. I'm going to put that right here. It's going to be, instead of a rib.
Everybody got a couple of oil?
But it's just an extra rib. The rib that they gave away for Eve. I'm just going to put that crowbar where that spot is there. So it looks like I got a nice full rib cage.
Okay. Anyway, the items will remain if you guys have had enough. Munzi, thanks you for saving her. This is her workspace. So this is still this side of the airship and relatively safe from the knoll. So it's not like she needs an escort or is actually going to go back to the goblins. She will go back and report that she's free and that you saved her. But don't be surprised if, you find her here again. But thank you.
And we may find her again at some point. Yes, if we have to backtrack to recover.
Yep. So she goes off to tell her family where she's gone, where she's been, what happened to her, and that leaves the trail, the ever-winding trail of the scrapyard. Gentlemen, would care to carry on?
Let's head on up. Am I leading the way? Are we having someone else kind of like take point?
Let's talk about a marching order.
I don't mind following the cat person. You're pretty nimble. You got some long range weapons. So, excuse me. Woo. Sorry, I lost my voice there. Got my squeak back. Sorry, guys. All right, there we go. Let's follow the cat.
Anyone
I like
else?
to keep Tuck in front of me.
You've been voluntold. All right.
So I'll proceed with my gun drawn.
Okay.
Kind of like like you do, just like.
He's afraid of airships. I'm
afraid of what downs them.
Oh, okay. Creeping along. A once magnificent dirigible lies across the pathway through the scrapyard, gentlemen. The words "Harpy's Kiss" are scrawled in faded black paint along its side. It lies in a pile of scrap metal, leaning slightly starboard, blocking the path leading east to west. On the top deck, an exposed alchemical engine juts from the planks, smoke still rising from the blasted contraption. Just as Atticus gets within 10 feet, suddenly, gentlemen, could I have you all roll your perception on the main page to double as your initiative?
Oh, that's a 19.
That's an 11 for Atticus.
A natural
8.
1 for 8.
We're twinsies, Pilo.
Hey, man. Wow, look at that. I always knew we had something in common.
Low perception.
I can't see nothing with these no eyes.
It's like a couple of boneheads.
Wait a minute. Was that a skeleton pun?
Suddenly, a painful whistle erupts from the engine.
Yondu!
And I would like a saving throw from each of you.
What kind?
Fortitude.
Reflex save from Yondu's arrow.
Fortitude, please.
The 16 for Pilo.
That is a
15.
Fail.
69.
Oh,
Sure.
if 16 didn't do it, then I think we're all pretty boned here.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 for Tarwin.
Was looking for 20. Ear-shattering, blood-curdling, blood pouring out your ears. It is so shrill, so loud, so sharp, and has a supernatural quality that just bathes over you in luxury. And you all take 2d6 sonic damage.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
2 points, 1 and 1.
Darn right.
You're so
Let that be a
lucky.
lesson, DM.
Woo!
That is a reaction to something that you guys have triggered. Now the actual initiative is rolled by a creature, and I will show you what, after the whistle blows out for 20 seconds, this creature emerges. It looks like a faded blue skeleton torso, completely made of mechanical parts, with, instead of hips, it has gyros, and it has a propeller jutting out of its back, with a flag for a cape, gears for shoulders, though its automaton shape is definitely humanoid. Instead of a rib cage, you see metal plates. Instead of internal spine, you see cables, pulleys. A ghost in the machine, if you would.
Wow.
This thing
You're
is
right, Tuck. It's real. Bree is real.
Right.
funny you should mention her. He's peeing and praying to her right now. I'm trying to keep this thing like the picture on the board whilst we, so everyone can go, ooh, look at this cool thing. While we, look at that cool thing. While we fight it.
Oh, jeez, guys, man. I don't really like scary things at all. Oh, man.
All of us just stop, including this thing, and just look at Pilo.
You just hear a little bit of rattling as my knees are...
So,
I told you, man, this whole haunted graveyard thing, man, it just creeps me right out. Told you I wanted out of here.
the undead guy's afraid of ghosts. I love it. So, round one. Reacting to your presence, the machine whistles and hurts you with sonic damage. The creature itself emerges as an action, and as a double action, the engine itself belches smoke. The airship's engine issues forth a cloud of alchemical smoke in a 30-foot cone. I need another saving throw. And I'm going to pull myself up a lovely cone.
Oh my god, dude, you are like the worst.
Bam.
Not you, this thing.
Just smoke. Foof. Pretty much encompasses the whole party.
Do I get cover?
Yes, you do. Because you're around a corner.
Is this a fortitude save again?
Yep. I will even give Charwin partial cover.
What's that, a +2?
So actually there's, where is it? Options?
What I'm actually going to do here as well, Jeff,
Yeah.
I'm going to use my focus point, and I'm going to do a counter performance. Because I can see.
Can you
this
do
is
that at a turn?
It's a reaction.
Okay.
So, yep. And it's I roll a performance check for a type, auditory performance, if the trigger is auditory, or visual if the one is visual. So I guess I see this smoke coming out. Actually, this is magical.
Actually, you should have triggered this when I blew your ears out.
Well,
But no, that's all right. So what does it do?
so you and your allies in the area. So I roll a performance check, and me and my allies in the area, 60-foot emanation, can choose the better of the rolls if my performance check is better than the saving throw.
Okay.
Do
Let's
they-
let's have it. So the whistle blows out, and he starts doing the Jack Black, tries to counter the sonic wave. Sure.
Well, this is for the smoke, I think, not the.
You
Whatever
can,
that-
you can react to countering the sonic effect of its whistle. Smoke, alchemical smoke, is neither visual nor, because it's not scaring you.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay,
You
so I'll
mean
do it for the whistle then. It's a 60-foot emanation, so anybody who's within 60 feet of me gets to re-roll. Well, actually, let me roll the performance check, and they get to use my performance roll instead.
Right.
Which is going to be 20.
That is a save, which means no one took the damage.
Who is within 60 feet? That's good. There we go.
So your sonic. What would you do to counter it? What would?
What I'd do is I'd just pull out my little marimba sticks there and just start banging on my ribs as hard as I could. Just try to make it louder, just up and down. You know what you do with a xylophone where you up and down it.
Okay. They're so annoyed with you they don't realize their ears are bleeding and they don't take any damage. Now back to my alchemical smoke. I believe it's time for the battle in earnest. Some battle music and battle board.
I looked it up. Cover doesn't actually affect fortitude saves. It just gives bonuses to reflex saves. So I got an 11 on mine.
The smoke billows out and around, so that's probably why. And also, if something does manage to touch you, inhale you, yeah, I could see that. I was trying to be nice, though. Don't let the Friday crew know. 11, I need saving throws from the rest of you for this smoke. Brand new ones.
What kind of
I already
save?
gave mine 11.
Okay.
It's fortitude
16.
again.
Fortitude again?
Yep.
Bum, 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 bum. Natural 1.
Oh, dear.
Oof.
Again.
It just, the smoke goes through his ribs like he's completely penetrated.
Hey guys, this stuff's getting all inside me.
It's
Getting a little dizzy here.
Just sticks.
This
to
is an old Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball issue where you're like, oh god, I can't handle it. You don't have lungs.
It doesn't make a difference, man. I don't know what's going on here. I'm feeling all like lighter headed than normal.
So
Smoking to the bone.
there you go. Fortitude save of 20. A critical success, which would have been a 30, you would have been unaffected. A success of over 20, you would take 1d6 poison damage and would be sickened 1. Failure, which is most of you. Hold on, Troy. I have a critical failure coming up. Failure, which is most of you. Anyone else roll under 10? Nope. 11, 11, 16, 5. So the rest of you, except for Pylo, take 2d6, 5 points of poison damage, unless anyone is immune to that, and jumps on the condition track to sickened 2. Does anyone have any poison immunities? Or inhale, like anyone like not breathe or anything like that?
Pylo technically has a bonus on saving throws against poison.
Okay.
Went from a 4 to a, went from a 5 to a 6. Yes.
Still a crit fail, dude.
Oh yeah.
I also have a bonus, which bumps you from an 11 to a 12.
Okay.
So
Cool. But unfortunately, the results are in. Pylo, you will take 3d6, so you take 10 compared to their 5. And you are also sickened too. So I'm going to bring up some... Anyway, that's me, and it's Shirney's turn, and I will start making you guys sickened. Aiden, what do you want to do?
Yes, so I will kind of stumble my way northward, in between Sharwin and Pylo, kind of getting behind them. This is one action. And then I will point a finger out at the ghostly looking fellow and cast Divine Lance at it. So it was a 19 to hit, but it looks like it misses.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't got time for in sync.
Now, I don't have a sickened 2. I only have sickened 1, but I've given you guys each sickened 1 twice, and I'm hoping that will actually give you guys a -2 to everything you're doing. So, Shirney, can you do something to check the math for me?
No.
Not even a base
Yeah.
attack or anything?
Hey, give me a quick sec. So
Real quick, Jeff. I think in the combat tracker, you can actually change the 1 to a 2, and I think it actually makes it a level 2.
I can see that I can make it like the duration longer.
Like if you delete the 1, like it says sickened, comma 1, I think you delete the 1 and put a 2 in its place. I think it actually doubles it or whatever.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I mean, it can't get any worse, right?
So it didn't look like it affected my roll, because I should be at a +7 normally.
Okay.
It's proficiency plus caster bonus, or caster modifier, which is 4. So normally I'm at +7 anyway.
So that'd be a 17. So, despite
Yes.
Andrew's awesome advice, Fancy Grounds does not seem to be tracking this. But it doesn't track everything. Like, it shows things, but Fancy Grounds also claims they're like, hey, there's not necessarily automated tracking on, like, every little thing. Some stuff is up to us. But a miss from you, which brings us to Tuck Fume. Tuck Fume. What do you want to do, Tuck?
I laugh every time you try to say my name. It's so easy. Y is not always yeah. It's like an I sound, like time, fime, lime. My name is
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
yeah. So am I all the way down here? I didn't come with you guys.
I guess not.
So
you move you.
I didn't realize that. I thought
There you are. Right in range of everything. Suffering all effects I deem. There you go. Bring up the rear guard.
yeah, you don't want me to be out of the range of the effects. do you?
I was moving Spiegler's guy. I was trying to prompt him to like say where he moved to, so it would come out in the audio pod, and then I'd move the mini. But it would, as opposed to you just kind of drag him going here, and we kind of forgot to keep that going. In case anyone's wondering why he's not moving his own guy around, it was a neat trick because you guys would, like, without touching your minis, would have to say, "This is where I want to go specifically," and then I'd move the mini, and but the audio pod would go, "Okay, he's
Excuse me.
walking right up to the thing."
What do I got? What do I got? I swear I have something. No, I don't.
How about recall? There are skills that could help you here. Does anyone have any...
recall knowledge?
Yeah, does anybody have any AlkenStar lore or engineering lores and things and such and what? piloting lore, AlkenStar lore. Anyone?
Know about guns.
Okay.
And Bry lore. It's gotta be something in
as an action, trained religion, okay, you believe you know what this is. First, you move up so you can see what it is. As an action. Because you gotta have light, it can't be tucked around a corner, right? You use recall knowledge religion. Yes, this thing is basically what's called a haunt. It's more like a ghostly hologram that resets as opposed to a ghost. Now, haunt covers blankets an area. You can interact with what you see and damage it specifically, but think of what you're looking at more like a hologram and more like the floor, the item, the table, the thing, the wall, the whatever caused the haunting is the hot spot. And you guys are kind of fighting like an area. That's how a haunt works, okay? So, even though this ghost-looking thing comes up completely separate, you notice how it seems to be able to control the engine and the airship. It blew a steam whistle that's somehow magnified loud enough to actually cause sonic damage. It mixed chemicals from the engine, and the engine itself shot out a belch of smoke, which poisoned us. It's not coming off of this thing, even though it does seem to be interacting with the airship. You follow me?
Yes.
Also, you can put this thing to rest. If your religion is strong enough, if you truly believe you can perform rites on this thing and send it on to its beyond. Where are we here? Lonely.
How would I go about doing something like that? Is that like I don't have any skills or actions that
it would be a religion check. It would be
a religion check.
It would be you the power of gears compel you. You got your book, you got your symbol, you stand proud, look at me, and you be, and give me
I was just gonna do a little bit of role playing on my turn.
Yeah. No, as far as it is your turn still. I'm seeing if I can. You move up. You know exactly what it is as a reaction check. You might be able to shut this thing down. I know it's fast, but damn it. Just looking up. Where is it? Because it'll in the description here. It'll tell me what you actually need. Here we go. Right, so what you want to do is eject the animating spirit from its mechanical shell. You were literally exorcising the spirit from the machine.
Right.
Okay, man. Spotlight's on you. And it's only a single action as far as I can tell, so go.
Bree, grant me your light. Oh, great mechanical ghostly apparition, hear me! Bree, speak through me. Use me as your conduit. This is as lonely, sad spirit, only wishing to move on. I grant it passage through me using Bree's greatness.
Okay. For the roleplay, sir, I will say that this is your sickened condition does not give you any dice penalties.
Nice.
Give me a religion check.
Come on, baby. That's an 18.
Okay.
Man, who you talking about me? I don't want to go back to the afterlife yet.
This thing begins to waver and almost detach itself from the machine, and then, as the man said, through me, opens himself up to a spirit. It launches himself right at the champion and invades his body, and you see the champion's head throw back, his eyes glow, and he contorts and seems to become ill, and the haunt does not seem happy with this organic and goes flying back to the machine. And Took, you feel sullied and unusual, fail with your 18. But nice try. And that's your third turn. Atticus.
I'm going to look back at the priest who just tried that. That looked really uncomfortable. And then I'm going to just like level my gun at what looks to be the location this thing is hovering at the most. If that makes sense. Like if there's a part of the airship it seems to be favoring, I'm going to aim at that part of the airship.
The engine.
Okay.
Like, do you see these two squares? It almost looks like a fin jutting out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the engine, and it's. I think they set it back as to look like it's giving it height.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm gonna aim at the engine, and this is probably gonna go bad. I can do the -2 on the.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. And I'm gonna aim and fire. That technically should be higher. Oh, okay. The second worked for 1. It should be a 17.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot to have you targeted. Let's look up my Alma class. Okay. Ricochets off of a panel. Doesn't seem to get the heart of the machine, as it were.
Okay. I will reload and I will try again.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to say Spiegler took around to warn you guys what this is or whatever, but I will not say reward his failure, but I will. You guys kind of get the idea, since he basically was trying to exercise a lonely machine spirit, that he was calling on his goddess and pretty much labeling what this thing is and asking the goddess to help him get rid of it.
My thought also is if it's attaching itself to this engine, blowing up the engine might hurt it a little bit, because it looks like a ghost, and I don't think my gun itself can do something to it.
Right. The engine itself, though, is like pretty big.
Shoot it in the right spot, it might go boom.
Okay.
Nope.
How many actions have you spent?
That's my third action.
Okay. Perhaps an engineering check will show you a soft spot. Perhaps more than religion on your next turn, because you're basically going to be doing the same thing. Charwin.
I don't feel so good. I would like to attempt to retch.
Okay.
So
I'm sure you'll feel better.
I maybe.
Yeah.
So I think I have to.
Is this like an ability, or are you just like telling your role play? Because that's awesome if you are.
No, it's a single action you can do to attempt to recover from sickened, but I have to make a fortitude save against the DC that made me sickened.
Now, next round, your sickened conditions will reduce themselves by 1 automatically. So he's actually going to be trying for like a 2 for sale. That's very cool. I did not know that. Okay. So he sticks his finger down his throat, or the salt shaker.
I think I got to take a -2 to that, so it's actually a 17.
The original was 20, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it was worth a try.
Do you have any gear? See, I could give you maybe a +1 or 2 for item bonus, like if you actually had salt or something to make yourself sick, but dropping it to 17, I don't think any bonuses for gear I could help you. Anyway.
I think the -2 is actually already factored in. If you look at the write-out of it, it says fortitude affects -2. I think they actually got a 19.
Oh, it is. Yeah. So I still missed it by 1, but yeah, you're right. It was a 19.
If you spend an action, is this just an action to retch?
Yeah, it's just a single action.
If you burn a single action to draw gear, if you can look in your inventory at anything that would make you sick, and you swallow it, I'll give you a +1 item bonus. And we'll see what happens.
And I've got soap. I've got oil.
Yeah. Yeah, those will work.
Sure, I'll spend an action and waste my soap.
Yep, cross it off your inventory. And yeah, that bumps you up to 20.
You're only supposed to do that if you said dirty words. I didn't hear anything coming out of your mouth.
Oh, it's Life Boy too.
As you say that, I retch.
So you reduce your sickened condition by 1. Who's next to him?
That was gross.
We all, but we all gain a sickened condition.
Sure,
improves by 1.
Yes, I want an immediate saving throw 10 from everybody. You all start throw it up. Let's have them.
Who wants chowder?
Thanks, Atticus. I'll make it easy. You'll say 10. You guys.
Is this fortitude again?
Yep, fortitude 10, or at the sight of him like woofing, chewing on soap and just projectile hermit vomiting all over the oracle.
I don't have any guts.
Yeah, Pylo's 22. Yeah, he's just going on about the dirty words.
Oh man, I'm glad I don't got any guts right now, or I'd be freaking all over the ground. That was weird.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You'd stomach.
Hairball.
Suck it in. Suck it in. Everyone got over 10. You're fine. Charwin, are you at actions? You have 1 left?
I have 1 left.
Did you want to move or anything?
I think I'm going to get away from the sick people a little bit. And kind of move up to the north, east, or west there. 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
No, I guess I'm getting right next to him. 25.
These guys are all hugging a bend, a curve, coming up from the bottom and going to the left. And they've only got about 15 feet, 3 squares to ply with, and they're kind of scattered along the back of the curve, with Atticus being only 10 foot from the engine. On a 60-degree angle, slicing down around the end of the curve, we see the actual airship. For those of you at home, Pylo. Well, there goes your chance at making soap figurines.
Boy. Jeez, I think I'm out of my league here, guys. That smoke. Woo, that stuff's still in my head. I can feel it in my eye sockets.
I swear to God.
I'm going to take a couple steps back here. I'm going to make out of the way there. And
please make that your go-to line. I can feel it in my eye sockets.
And is this thing... I guess I can attack...
You can attack the the apparition.
Do I want to? I guess I can cast a 15-foot cone. So I guess actually, if I'm going to move myself, I'll make it so I'm within 15 feet of him. Where I was over here originally, I guess I'd move it to 15 to there. I guess where I'd move myself, and I'd cast haunting him at it. So
okay.
That target there is targeted, and where's the?
You're gonna haunt the haunt.
Critical success.
Holy crap.
Lonely Machine Spirit gets a 25. Critical success, no damage. So much for haunting the haunt. Not a bad idea.
Hey, worth a shot. And that's all I can do. It's all of my actions.
Round 2. In retaliation, this thing groans and moans. You can hear, you guys ever see those movies like the Titanic or whatever, and you can just hear echoing in the bowels of the ship? Like metal ship, you can hear the grinding, that type of, but it's just the ship settling, that type of thing. You guys can hear that amplified as this thing gets upset with you. And suddenly, out of the engine, is it 2 or just 1? A red hot, like poker red hot, spinning gear comes flying out at you guys. And I believe you shot at me for nothing. You aimed at me for nothing. You puked up. Oracle has done no damage. But I will punish Took for trying to exercise me. So we'll say Took is my opponent. Now, you have people in front of you, granting you +1 cover. So I will take a -1 to the attack roll, because it tries to shoot through them. They just move in the way at the last minute. The red hot gear comes flying at you, sir, and hits you for... Oh, 1 second. Only has a range of 10 feet, and you are 20 feet away, so that's another -1. 19, 18. Does 18 still hit you?
That is my AC, but my shield would be raised.
You did not do any shield raising. You spent 3 actions last round. You moved, you exercised, and you recalled knowledge. So shield had not, because you've got to burn actions to keep that puppy up. Sorry, dude.
Okay, then I guess I get hit.
Okay. Terribly sorry. You take D6 bludgeoning from getting smacked with a gear, and you take D6 fire because it is red hot. For a total of 3 points. Luckily, it's a glancing blow as you suddenly start bringing up your shield. Doesn't hurt you terribly badly.
Excellent.
But I'm not done. I'm going to fire a second gear at you. This time at -5 plus the other 2 negatives, so a total of -7. It just pops off a bunch of gears, but with a natural 20. Lined up the shot. Sorry, dude.
Jeez.
And you take 6 and 5 bludgeoning, 2 and 5 points, 46 for a total of 18 points of damage. It uses one like a tracking shot, spits out a shot against the odds at -7, and it just whizzes right between Atticus and Charwin and embeds itself center mass in your armor, and he goes down. Charwin is dropped to the ground.
Oh, crap.
Oh no. Guys, what's going on here? Someone's hurt.
Our Oracle is up. Tuck, get ready, you're on deck.
Can I try and exercise this thing with occultism, or does that have to be religion?
Religion.
Okay.
However, religion is not the only skill that could work against this thing to exercise it from the machine. I had hinted at that earlier, I'll tell you that. Also,
That is.
unfortunately, I was going to get around to Tuck and talk about maybe some other things he'd learned by recalling knowledge. It's a haunt, and that still might fall into occult. Like, undead religion, occultism has a whole bunch of other stuff, but I would give you higher DC.
Does call out creatures of occult significance like aberrations, spirits, and oozes.
Right. So if you want to make a recall knowledge check with occultism, you might learn some things about this creature. Knowledge is power.
Yeah. Let's do that. There you go. 19. Occult.
Do you want to keep rolling and just spend around garnering knowledge? Or did you actually have other actions that you wanted to try?
There's really not much I can do besides that, so let's do that for now.
Okay.
It's 18 and 19 again.
Okay. This thing is
because it went past its turn, are we now all sickened 1?
yeah, that's true.
Okay, so 2 of those actually would have been 20.
Okay. Done and done. I am immune to critical hits, object immunities, precision damage. This makes sense because it's a spirit. However, it actually has weaknesses. And if those are 20s, believe it or not, you wouldn't think electricity would hurt it, but it does. Positive energy obviously would. And one other thing. I'm going to write it in here and let you talk about it. Dun dun dun.
Huh.
Go ahead, say it aloud for the class because I can't pronounce it.
Orichalcum?
Yeah. Anybody know what that is?
God dang star medal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Inventor goes to the front of the class.
But if anybody has that, any type of positive energy or electricity, I think, might actually be effective against this.
If I had some dang orichalcum, I wouldn't be slumming it in a ruins. I would be getting revenge the old criminal mastermind way. Because it's expensive. It's very expensive.
Here's some mithril. Let's make 3 rings out of it. What?
Orichalcum's more expensive, man.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't think any of us here have some of that stuff.
Sure, knee. Are you done?
Yes, that was all 3 of my checks.
Mr. Fume. By being dropped by a critical, you automatically drop to dying 2, if I am not mistaken. I would like a stabilization roll. You need 12. Con check. 14. He's stable. You will not die. You will not bleed out at this time. You're unconscious. We will need to, get back to you. But at least you're not going to lose a second character right out of the gate. Which, honestly, I think this is cool. Like, he came forward, had the biggest hit. Like, we could have solved our problem like that. It went sideways, and in retaliation, this thing pulls a crit out of nowhere and drops him. That is edge of your seat, Atticus.
Oh, boy. I think I'm going to try... Well, first, I'm going to spend an action with an interact action to clear the jam of my gun from my previous critical fumble. Now, anytime I believe I make an attack roll, I have to first roll a flat check DC 5. If I fail, it jams again because it's jammed once now. I have to spend an hour cleaning it to get it to not have that problem.
Okay, I've dropped you to sicken 1.
Sweet. So I've done the interact to clear my jam. I'm reloading for my second action, and then I'm going to use my first shot to shoot the stupid thing again, hopefully.
All right.
Nope.
14 and a miss. And that's you, sir?
Oh, 1 second. Let me roll my
flat check.
My flat check.
So exciting.
Oh, of course. Of course.
That's
of course. Of course.
That's just funny. Nicely done. Charwin, you are up. Pilo, get ready. You're on deck. Charwin, what do you want to do?
Should I make a perception check to make sure my friend Took is not dead behind me?
That would be a healing check. Do you have battle medicine?
I do. I just want to make sure that I shouldn't heal him with a spell right now, I guess is kind of my thought. So
okay,
would that be
so
like a perception?
If you have the battle medicine feat, then you can do snap judgments or whatever. Otherwise, you would need 10 minutes and drag him off. So it's more like, is he breathing? Perception? Sure. But
yeah,
is he dying? Even a breathing guy bleeds out, right? So
yeah, so I've got battle medicine.
Oh, you do? Okay. Then yeah. Give me a medicine check.
Medicine check.
Atticus, in our last game, you had battle medicine. He should be able to actually like snap judge, fix him up, right?
I mean, that's just the thing of. I mean, without battle medicine, just gives you the ability to actually use the treat wounds as a single action. That's all it does. Like medicine, cool. if he's just trying to eyeball him to see like, oh, is he breathing? Okay, he's breathing.
Yeah. Okay, so you want him back on his feet, use magical healing, he won't gain the wound condition and take penalties. If you want to use battle medicine, you don't burn the spell, but he'll come back with wounded 1 and still sickened unless dying clears all that. So do you want him ready for battle? You just don't want him dead.
I want to make sure that he's not dead. If he's like on the verge of bleeding out, I would want to heal him.
Okay.
With the spell.
He is already stable. And with battle medicine, correct me if I'm wrong, Joseph, you should be able to give him hit points, right?
Yeah, you can, because battle medicine, he could do first aid to stabilize him even without battle medicine. Battle medicine lets him do the healing element of the medicine skill in a single round action. That's literally all it does.
Free hit points without burning a spell. You want to do that?
Sure. I got a 14. Is the DC
It's
still
the same.
15?
It's the same DC.
Yeah, you need a
Okay.
15, so that's a fail.
So that's a fail. And I don't think I can do it for another hour or something.
Well,
or day.
I don't think if you fail, I'll have to double check the feat, but I don't think if you fail, the rest of the feat's function goes into effect. Like, I only think he gains the can't be affected by battle medicine again unless he's successfully healed by it. But I'm going to look it up.
Okay.
Okay. I think in lieu of that, I know he's not dying on me. I think I'll cast heal as a 2-action spell at the haunt instead.
Okay, 1 second. I traded your target because I thought you were going to clear Spiegler. Okay. Is that a touch spell?
The 2-action one is a range of 30 feet.
Okay. Now, you're doing like a burst, so it will hit everybody?
It is not a burst. The burst is 3 actions.
Okay. Because you could have got a 2-for-1 deal there, healing everybody. And not that we're so bad off, but...
Well, no, I would have hurt Pylo too. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
that's
would you
true.
be...
No, he would have hurt him.
Yeah, I would have hurt you.
don't know.
He'd get a saving throw, but... Yeah, dude, it's waves of positive energy hurt you. So it's like you'd have to make a saving throw.
Yeah, so...
Okay, so have at me.
I thought it was... Oh, 1d8 plus 8. Okay, so it looks like I did 10 damage.
It says not
Healing.
wounded.
Did it not work?
I think
Because
it tried to heal
it's
it.
not. It tried to heal it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I will. It not only does it take the 10, it takes 15 because it's weak to positive energy. So you actually do 15 points of damage.
Nice.
This thing
That'll be me.
silently shrieks, and you see the blue gain dark blue like rust spots on the apparition, and it does not seem happy at all. Oh, I have a new target. Hello, druid. Charwin. Anything else? That's you? Pylo.
That's me.
Pylo.
Oh man, guys, I think we're a little bit out of our league here. This thing is kicking our butt. Oh boy. I'm gonna move back. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna move back a few feet here. I'm gonna stay within 30 feet of Mr. Tuck. And I guess I can clear my targets here. I'm gonna target Tuck. And then I go, hush, little baby, don't say a word. I'm gonna make you a clockwork bird. And I cast Soothe on him.
Dude, that is totally getting you a hero point. That was awesome.
And you're up for 1d. Oh, nope, not to me. Oh yeah, heal 8. So yeah, 8.
8 points for Took.
And with myself, I'll be a little more around the corner there. Actually, right around, yeah, there. That's where I'll leave myself. That's where I'll say I moved, and that's all I can really do. Come on, Tuck. You're the guy who knows all, religions and stuff. You got to get this guy down. And I'll leave it at that.
Wait. It's the machine spirit's turn. Right in front of me is Charwin. But I'm not an idiot. I see positive energy flying around. I see everyone scrambling. Choices, choices, choices. I believe another belch of smoke and a red hot gear are in order. I lead with the gear, and then for 2 actions, out comes the smoke and blankets the area in a total dick move. 1 red hot gear goes flying with a critical hit to Charwin. This thing just comes spinning like lightning out there and heavily damages Charwin for 15 points. And then a 30-foot cone. You know it. You saw it. We love it. It's what we do. A 30-foot cone belches forth. Oh, that's 35. There we go. From the machine, catching all of us. Blah. Saving throw, fortitude 20. You know the drill, gentlemen. Terribly sorry.
Real quick before we do all the rolling, is the second condition now gone going into this roll?
No, you guys are only dropped
Okay.
by one.
It would. Well, I mean, it's the new round. That's the reason I was asking.
I've dropped you all to
okay.
Sicken 1 except for Charwin, who is at Sicken 0. But now you get brand new Sickening, you're going to be up to 3.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So
Well, I am at least.
Fortitude, right?
I got a
So-
10.
so you guys aren't stumbling over each other over the mic. Just whoever rolled first, call them out in order. So Aiden got,
Yeah, like I said, I got a 10.
okay. Charwin? What'd you get?
Char 123.
Okay. Atticus?
24. With a nat 20, by the way.
Okay. Pilo?
Now I rolled perception accidentally first, which was
Don't just ignore it.
I rolled a 20 total, 17 plus 3.
That is a
Actually,
save, and Took. You are awake. Your eyes spring open. What'd you get? 4-2.
$15.
15 is a fail. So, our Oracle and our Champion, only those two, take 4 points of damage. Oh, wait a minute. That's all right. This is the one that's on the chart. Sorry, let me consult my chart. Right. 15 is a failure. Took, you take 4 points of damage and you drop to sickened 3. We have with a 10, Shurni from 20 is a critical fail. You take-
Actually, wait, is this a poison effect?
Yes, it is.
It should be 11 then.
Okay, so now that's only just a regular fail. You take the 4
Yes.
points as well. And sicken 2. 20 is a save for success 1d6. And crit would be 30. So the rest of you guys actually still take a single d6 points of damage.
I will note my roll was a natural 20 though. And I think
yes,
usually
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. So Atticus is fine. So, in review, so Chani only takes the regular 4, so that brings you up to 13 points of damage. Tuck.
No, I already calculated.
Oh, you put it in?
Yep.
9. Tuck. With a 15 takes 4. 16 wounds. Atticus is fine. Pilo. What do we say for Pilo? Took just the 1?
I rolled 20 total. So
Right, so you only take 5.
only
21 technically.
So sicken 2 for Pilo. Atticus is fine. Still at sicken 1. Tuck. What'd you get, Tuck? Got 15. So he jumps up to sicken 3 because he took a 2d6. Shawnee saved, only takes 1 more sicken, so you bring up to sicken 2. And that is my turn. Oracle is up. Champion is next. Oracle, what do you do?
Is this when the sickened reduces at the end of its turn? The reason I asked is because you initially threw the sickened on us when combat was starting. It dropped by 1 the following turn, and then we have reached another turn, so wouldn't it have dropped by 1 again?
I'm just starting round 3. So as it comes to you... Yeah, I think so. Bringing Shawnee down to sicken 1.
Yep. What type of damage has the smoke been?
Poison.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to make sure on that. Okay. Yeah, so I will try to hit it with a divine lance again.
Now, as your turns come up, only then will I reduce your sicken by one more. Not necessarily the top of the round, because if something affects you and you got to react to it, the sicken 3 is in place until it gets to your turn. Critical miss.
Yes. So that was a natural 1.
Okay. Divine spell. How many actions?
2 actions.
Okay, I'll have it cost you a third as you fumble through it. Because usually just costing an action is the gentleman's one, as opposed to having you break your knuckles, your spell components, or hitting somebody else in the back. So I will terminate your turn there. So however, you're only down to sicken 1. Took goes from sicken 3 down to sicken 2. You are awake, lying on the ground prone, with 4 current hit points. What do you do, Tuck?
Hey, Jeff, real quick.
Yep.
I think you missed me on the damage.
Charwin, what did you get?
So I got a 23.
Okay, so that saves. You only take 1d6 for 5.
Yep, which drops me.
Which unfortunately drops you to good night.
Yep, I just wanted to make sure in case somebody wanted to heal.
Oh, yeah, no. But if you like, though, when you get to your turn, you can always, like, you could bring that up in your turn going, oh, and we'll correct you, and you could just keel over on your turn. So, Tuck, unmuting. What do you want to do?
I'll stand up.
Okay.
And I'll raise my shield.
Okay. Did you want to have another go at the religion?
And I'll do a religion check.
Yeah. Can I have
Saying the same
Oh, come on. Give me a new
sort
spiel.
of thing, a little more raggedy this time.
Give me a new spiel. I'll give you a +1.
I told you once, I told you twice. Get out of that ship. I got a 19.
I did promise a +1. But unfortunately, 20 is not good enough.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
He's channeling his best Harrison Ford.
if
Get
you could
off
get-
my plane!
Yeah, really. If you can get rid of a monster just by yelling at it, you trust me, the DC is higher than 20. But not bad, and shield is raised. Click shield raised on your character, sir. So when I try to smite you, your AC is up.
I did it.
Atticus, what do you want to do?
Reload. Because there ain't much I can do with it. Well, there's one other thing I can do, but it's very dangerous. I'm going to reload, and I'm going to try shooting directly at this thing this time instead of the engine itself, because maybe that'll give me some luck. Do I still have the sickened condition at the beginning of my turn?
I've dropped you down already. Oh no,
Okay,
you were fine. You were fine. Sorry, no, you're.
I just want to make sure before I roll.
That's. I don't know if it's beginning. Yeah, because a lot of things are turn activated. You drop it at the beginning or end. Losing conditions.
Technically, I think
it's the beginning.
It should be at the end of whatever turn activated it. So I think in theory it would drop at the end of its turn. But again, I don't know. There's always some sort of exception to these rules with these things. So, anywho,
I've got you at par. I got you at 0, just in case. Because I said, if it's on your turn, beginning or end, I would have gave it to you at the beginning. If it's on his, it's long gone. And like I said, I'd rather be wrong and give you a bonus than be wrong and penalize you accidentally.
Right.
You know what I mean? Favor the player. Go right ahead.
I'm going to try and shoot this thing. I don't expect it to work. I expect my bolt to go right through it. 25 to hit.
Yes, you hit it.
For 5 damage. Of course.
Unfortunately, it takes 0 and it resists the damage. Pew pew pew.
I'm going to reload my gun. Just, god dang, stupid freaking Shanes. Love you. And that's my turn.
Pilo.
Oh boy.
You feel a little better.
Guys, we're taking a beating. We're really taking a beating here.
You're taking a beating.
Tuck, do you think you're going to be doing that religion thing again?
I'll be here all night, brother.
So, gonna use one action. I'm gonna listen, man. I'm gonna look at you really good. I think you can do this. Okay, I think you can do this.
I'll tell you what, Tuck. For every action that you burn to do the religion, I'll give you a +1. So you do it at par. You spend 2 actions to do it, it's +1. You spend all 3 of your actions, I'll give you a +2 as you dance the jig, throw scrap, show your mechanical cod piece, go full bore to the lady, and we'll give you as many bonuses as possible.
So
Inspired by Pylo, of course.
What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move back another 5 feet, and then I'm going to cast guidance on him.
Okay.
And basically, you get a +1 stat bonus to one attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check the target attempts before the duration ends. So until my next turn. So I'm going to cast guidance on him. So Matt, you get a +1. And then I'm also going to turn to the rest of the team and go, listen, guys, we fought lots of creatures, and we've killed them all. We're not about to die to this ghost-looking scary thing, even though I'm freaking terrified of it. I'm running away a little further now. But we can do this. We can get this guy down. And I'm also going to cast inspiration on everybody as well.
Okay, so can you actually cast guidance, have it come up mechanically? Because it should give him a bonus, and hold it.
Yep, let me just find my my character sheet here. I just dropped it. There it is. So, can I target him? Or have you targeted him for me already?
He is targeted, yeah.
Apply all effects from this spell. Maybe that doesn't work. That one there.
Oh, that looks good.
There you go. Well, that's done.
Okay. And then you guys have...
And then to everybody else, I'll inspire courage if we want to tag everybody else, or if we are able to.
Mm-hmm. Now, that affects yourself as well?
Your allies.
Okay.
You and your allies, so it does affect me as well. Yep.
Okay.
6 emanation, so I think I'll get everybody no problem.
Okay, so tag that spell, see if it pops up.
There we go. And
There
it
it
is.
is. Inspiring. All right, and that's you, sir. Anything else?
And I moved back 5 feet as well, so that's all 3 of my actions. So I'm
Awesome.
out of that range because I'm getting my butt kicked.
Charwin, I would like you to stabilize all by yourself. Can I have a con roll, please? You're a dying one. Or did I drop you with a? Did I drop you with a crit as well?
Yeah.
No.
No. He succumbed to the gas. He went sleepy.
Yeah.
So I need 11.
Right. Okay.
Flat check 11.
Ooh,
3. You slip a little further away into from the mortal coil. Away from them. Don't go toward the light, dude.
I'd like to cast stabilize.
While you're unconscious.
It's worth a try.
Do you actually have a DD per se, or are you just like one of the druidness?
I am just some crazy old person wandering the mana wastes.
Okay. Well, there is sort of the what is it? The theology, the all-encompassing, as opposed to manifestation in one, like Esteril. Anyway, you stay put. Don't you move. My turn. Well, 3 rounds of gas, and you guys are still there. Pretty sure this should have thinned your numbers, but it's not. So, it's time to shoot at people. Let's start with our favorite target, who again had the audacity to try to expel me from my happy place. 1 red hot gear for our champion, and it hits him for 1d6 bludgeoning, 1d6 fire, and he takes 4. And down he goes again.
Do you have the shield block reaction ability?
No.
No. Okay. Because that lets you do, if you get it at some point, that lets you do the thing where you can basically let the shield take the hit. So.
How did we get him back on his feet? Magically? Or
yes.
medicine?
It was soothe.
Okay.
I brought him back with Soothe. Yeah.
Okay, so
Which I
there's
just saw online. Apparently, you can heal an undead with Soothe, according to the Nephthys.
Oh.
The archives.
Yeah,
So-
I do have shield block.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, read it out. Save your life.
Snap your shield to place, ward off a blow. You and the shield each take any remaining damage, possibly breaking or destroying the shield. And I forget what the shield's stats are.
Hard.
What kind of shield is it?
It's a steel shield. HP 20, ET 10.
Okay, so it takes 4 points, and you block, and it's got 16 left, and that's it? Or does it take half and you take half? Read it out again. How does the ability work?
Taking an amount of damage up to the shield's hardness. So yeah, all 4.
What is the shield's hardness?
5.
Okay, so you're good.
Yep.
Okay, so it should not take hit point damage. It's got to
It does not, no.
It's got to go over the 5, and then that's when it talks about the remaining damage, being split between you and shield.
No, it's not even split. It's that they both would take any remaining damage. So if it was, say, 6 damage incoming, the shield would absorb 5 of it from the hardness, but then the shield would take 1 damage and he would take 1 damage.
Okay. I was close. But thank you. Anyway, woot woot. He's back on his feet. Somebody give this man 4 hit points. Oh, I guess that's my job. Because I'm certainly not getting the rolls right. With a -5, I'm changing targets. And I'm going to shoot at this guy who just keeps shooting at me. Not that he's hurting me or anything. I'm just trying to spread the love around, Hits Bellamy Smokefur, who takes 7 points.
Hail!
Heavily wounded. And I'm going to move.
All right.
5, 10, 15. No, 10, yeah. Float over here. Along the hull. No reason. Oracle. Shurney. What do you want to do? Sickened commission finally exits.
Yes. So first I will turn towards Pylo because he looks like he's about to fall apart at the seams. So I will spend 2 actions channeling harm towards him to heal him for 1d8 plus 1. So that'll be 12 points of healing towards Pylo.
Oh, yeah. My God, man. Every time you come near me, I feel like I'm all put together better than before.
Well, I'm glad I'm able to help. Tuck, I don't think you're doing the dance quite right. You need to move your arms like this.
You had the machine targeted. But it says the healing went to be, but it does say the healing went to him, so that's weird.
I dropped it directly on him.
Oh, okay, that's why. Sweet. Sorry to interrupt.
Yep. No, you're good. And so I'm going to spend my last action to attempt to aid another with a religion check.
Okay.
Trying to give Tuck an additional bonus to his roll.
Okay.
Ooh, that is a 8.
As he starts spewing obscure knowledge that doesn't make sense or help you at all about the caravan. What? You mean like the band? No, it's a chain of orc deities. Never mind. Okay.
It's a chain of constellations around a star,
In
representing many deities.
Yeah. Tuck.
What in the Varisian nonsense are you spouting over there?
Time to get serious, Tuck. You can do this, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. One action, DC 22. 2 actions would be a DC 21. And 3 actions would drop it to a DC 20. Free religion check. Hence the pluses I had mentioned earlier. But it better be one hell of a spiel coming out of you. And this phone it in stuff. So what's it going to be? How many actions?
All 3 actions.
All right. Give me some roleplay that's worthy of a +2.
Oh, great, lonely mechanical spirit. Bri has told me about your tormented past, and I understand you're in great pain. And if you just listen to my voice, that pain will be lifted forever.
Where am I going?
Come to Bri. Bri will show you Bry will release you from this torment.
Sounds kind of nice.
Yeah, Hilo starts wandering towards you. Don't do it, man! I knew that was coming. Well done, Troy.
I like it.
Smack him over the back of the head.
I only got a 12.
Okay.
9 plus 3.
Oh, maybe because you're opening it with, oh, great spirit. Me? Oh, yeah, I am great. Yeah, you can't affect me. You know.
Bro, if I'm so great, why are you trying to banish me?
It's not calm. This thing is agitated. It looks very emotional. You know, it is suffering pain. You are on the right path there. This thing is obviously in pain. If only we could find out something more about it. Atticus.
Well, this ain't working the way I want it to, but here goes nothing. I'm going to move up. Can I get here?
That would be climbing.
It would be a climb? Okay. Then I think I was here originally. The engine is this little fin right here, right? That's like where the engine is like most prevalent and visible.
That's where the gears and the stuff are coming out.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to try and cut off its little plan of attack, because if the gears and the smoke have been belching from there, even if that thing is floating away, I'm going to come over here next to it, and I'm going to use my explode ability.
Okay.
So, I take the unstable action, which allows it to explode. One second, I'm sorry. So I'm going to have to do the flat check again. It's still going to function either way. I just can't use this explosion action until I can take another 10 minutes if I don't pass this DC 17 flat check. I do not, so it still explodes. I just can't use this function again until we take another 10-minute break.
Okay. And explodes and does damage, or?
Yes, it does the 2d6 fire damage in 5 feet around me.
Including you?
No, it's just around me. And this may not even do anything to the engine, but I'm hoping it does.
Fire damage. Object immunities. I have object immunities. But I don't have a chance to look that up. Fire damage?
Yeah.
To an object? Probably. But it probably resists. There was something you did earlier and it said it had partially resisted.
When I shot the thing, it resisted it. But that was me shooting at the ghost. Because I was doing like bludgeoning damage. Okay.
I am going to give it to you for a moment. Well, Aiden looks up object immunities to make sure that it's not a hardness thing. Okay.
I have it.
Go ahead.
Inanimate objects and hazards are immune to bleed, death effects, disease, healing, mental effects, necromancy, non-lethal attacks, and poison, as well as the doomed, drained, fatigued, paralyzed, sickened, and unconscious conditions.
Well, does not say he's immune to boom.
Yeah, an item that has a mind isn't immune to mental effects. Many objects are immune to other conditions at the GM's discretion. For instance, the sword has no speed, so it can't take a penalty to its speed.
No, that's fine. Blowing shit up, the joy is shit is an object. You blow shit up, that shit refers usually to objects. I blew an object up, hence the term shit. So it goes boom for 10 points of damage. And the engine, widens and blows apart. But it is not completely destroyed. The engine still seems to be making a lot of noise. You heard it. You damaged that engine. Now it's rattling and prattling, that kind of thing.
Nice.
You ever see the Sniper Elite series where you'd snipe the little gas generators to draw noise and it would start sputtering and all kinds of stuff?
I have not, but that sounds amazing. It's like a Metal Gear Solid type thing too.
Oh yeah. World War II Metal Gear Solid. That's you, sir?
Yep, that's all my actions. It was 1 to move and 2 to use the explode function.
Pilo, you're up. Charwin, get ready to make another stabilization check.
Oh boy, guys. Is anybody gonna help Charwin out there? I'm kind of tapped out for stuff. Best thing I can do is just say, we're gonna be trying to religion this thing back down to wherever it came from, Tuck, you're gonna have to need some help again here, and I think you can do it. You get all these gears and clocks inside of you, make this darn thing go away, and I'm gonna cast guidance on Tuck again.
He says bravely from down and around the corner. Maybe I should penalize you. I've been giving bonuses for things you guys are doing. Like, he's kind of like far away down. Like, you guys got this! Like, he's literally around the corner. You guys totally got this.
I'm a support guy. I'm supporting my team while staying. I'm also afraid of scary ghosts.
No,
This
it
thing's
says
terrifying.
your range is 30 feet. That doesn't necessarily mean like behind the line 30 feet. It just kind of looks funny on the map how you're like, yeah, you guys got this. And he's tucked around a corner. No penalties. I will take off the sicken though because it's about that time.
And also I will target. I'll target him. Where's Tuck? Where is he? Target. Tuck. Where's Tuck? There he is. And then we'll give him a good old casting of guidance. There. And then also we're going to tell the team, listen guys, we don't got much left going here, so everyone's got to give him one last best shot, I think, and then we got to get out of here because I don't want us all dying. Well, not ended up like I am. And I'm going to cast one more thing of Inspire Courage on the rest of the team, so that's a +1.
Awesome. Throwing out the pluses. Go team. Yep.
And done. And there we go.
Carwin. You're dying 2. I need a flat check at 12. And it stabilizes.
Oh, God. That's so nice.
You gain the Wounded 1 condition. Yeah. Da-da-da. Plays a little music.
Hold on, I'm rebooting.
Oh, okay.
Whoops, that was me, sorry.
I still like Char when I was my character's rebooting. well, to play off. Okay. Charwin. Round 5 begins. Well, Mr. Try to explode the heart of me. You just earned yourself 2 hot gears. You are point blank. And gears come flying out.
Man.
Critical. Critical. He drops you with the first. Anyway, simultaneously firing both at you. Luckily for you, you take the second gear, saving your friends. It does not assume another target. It shoots both at you. I don't even roll for the second one. But it drops you down. And a cat. He falls prone, and yet on all fours. It's weird.
I'm falling backwards, but like mid-fall I flip and
He
land on my
turns
front.
over and then eats the dirt. Yeah. Shooty, you're up. What do you want to do? Besides unmute.
Right. I mean, so he kind of exploded doing fire, and it seemed like it affected the engine, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm down below half now, finally. There's only one little me, so they're going to give me 4 times your hit points. I might be a party killer, but you guys do have like 12 actions, 15 actions to my 3.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I will kind of put my hands together, and a beam of moonlight is going to reach out from them. I'm going to make a ranged attack at the engine. This is one of my domain spells, or focus spells. So there's a 21 against the engine.
Yep.
And so a success, the beam deals full damage and the target is dazzled for 1 round. Does 1d6 fire and silver damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
It probably labeled as resisted, I don't know, in theory, because it's the damage from the spell may be untyped, programmed into the system.
Fire, silver, and a spell. Oh, I'm not going to be a douche and take back all that fire damage, but I will let this stand. Damage 0. You shoot a moonbeam at the engine, and you muck up said engine or whatever, but there's a direct connection. Like, anything you guys do the engine, I'm even being kind and just, like, targeting it. Because of Spiegler's like, it's an area thing, and type of thing. It's like, it's animating the engine, but you're really trying to hurt it. It has power over the engine, and it's making the engine do things. Now, if you blow up the engine, then it has nothing to animate. And he's given you the idea that he's directly tied to it. And as you hurt the engine, I've been extra kind in letting you hurt it. But you are targeting it. I just like your outside the box way of thinking of like, get the engine. It has nothing to fight with. But I'm not going to go with the untyped damage. I'm going to have to trust in Fantasy Grounds.
Okay. Then third action, I will try to aid another on the religion check again. Hey, 21.
Nice.
You're trained in religion?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I thought you were only trained in occultist. Okay.
I'm trained in both. Occultism is better.
Okay. Would you like to stand up and make an actual, like, go it alone?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to assist.
Okay. No, I meant, like, moving forward if this doesn't work.
Oh yeah, if this doesn't work, then yeah, I might try that.
I love the in-character. It's not like you to take the spotlight, but then we get to tactically and people keep falling over. The DM goes, what would you like to have? Shove. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's all my actions.
Took. Drop you down to second 1. What would you like to do? You're going to get a +1 from his aid another.
He also gets a +1 from guidance and from the inspiration, does he not?
Yep.
For skill
those will be typed in, as well as the second one will also probably reduce. Oh no, I didn't let it last time. Not for a religion check. So yeah. +3. Oh, actually, what does inspire actually do? Does it help his knowledge rolls? Guidance might, but I don't know if inspire will. Took, what do you want to do, buddy? While Pylo's all muted.
Good night, everybody.
Sorry about that. No, it doesn't do anything against it. It's only
I'm kind of spent out here.
Okay. Did you want to try and attack it? Do you have any kind of ranged attack?
No. Nope. I could throw a hammer at it and it would just fly through its ghostly apparition.
Hmm?
No, I'll just raise my shield and say, go away.
-1 to your religion. What is that?
Yeah, I don't care. I got a 9 anyways.
13.
9's all over.
I guess leave. +1 for the this and the plus and the thing and the... Okay.
I'll get a nat 20 eventually.
Eventually. Atticus.
I guess I need to stabilize.
Yes, please. I dropped you with a crit.
Nope. That's a fumble too. So I think that's even worse.
It's a flat check. It doesn't go down. Don't worry about that. Like
okay.
the crit takes you to 2, and now you're at 3, unfortunately. But the flat checks, don't worry. You don't have to. You don't have to get me all excited like that. I mean, no, don't worry. Let's jump to number 4. No, wait, what? I will say that because crit brought you to 2 and failing this is dying 3, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to spend a hero point? Because I come back around to you, and unless another character comes to you and heals you, you shift to dying 4, and a flat check won't save you. You are dead. So you can take matters in your own hands. Burning a hero point, if you have it. Or help to God that somebody comes over and gives you a potion or a spell poke.
My sheet currently says I have no hero points, so I don't think I have that option available to me.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Then it's on you guys. Someone with a spell has to get to our kitty cat. Pylo.
We're in trouble, guys. I'm all out of spells. All I can do is just hope that you guys can get this guy killed. Or we run away and drag our friends with us. Maybe put him in the bag with the other guys. Gonna cast guidance again on, is anybody else here gonna be doing any of that praying to their gods to try to kill this thing? Or we just gonna go on attacking them?
I'll try.
Then I'll I'll target you and cast guidance on yourself. Where are you here? You've helped me so much with all your little shiny things. At least I can do is give you a little bit of a glowing word to say, hopefully everything's good with you two. And I'll cast guidance on you there. And then, I'll do another Inspire Courage for the rest of the team, and that's it for my turn.
Okay. Charwin, when one stabilizes, does one wake up and become wounded one? Or are you just not dying anymore? I don't remember.
I think I have 0 health points, so I am technically unconscious until
somebody nudges you.
Something. Yeah, I think until something happens.
With 2 party members down, 1 missing, 2 dead in a bag, it does not look good for our party, and we will see you all next time.